What's going on, guys, and welcome to Somewhere in SoCal. My name is Mike Devlak, and on this channel I show you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. In today's video, I am back in the city of Winchester. We are at Cheyenne at Olive Brook by KB Homes, checking out three really cool floor plans. All right, so we're going to check out this single-story home right here. Keep in mind they actually have 4 single-story floor plans available. They got one of them modeled. All right, they have two-story floor plans, which we are going to check out. So a total of 6 different floor plans. We're going to tour these 3 really cool floor plans. We're gonna hop on a map and show you guys what it's actually like to live in this area, wherever schools, shopping, medical care, commute times, things to do, all that sort of stuff. All right, so I'm gonna cover all that, tour these awesome homes, and kind of see if this is gonna be your somewhere in SoCal. So if at any point during this video you like something you see, go ahead and reach out. My phone number is gonna be on the screen. Whether you're coming out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, in a couple months, all right? Or you just kind of want to get some information and have a conversation and kind of see if this might be a good spot or what might be a good spot for you, all right? Go ahead and reach out. I love connecting with you guys, taking you guys out, to see these houses, or even just hop on a Zoom or hop on a phone call and kind of give you guys a little bit of guidance, all right? A couple things I want to touch on before we dive into these houses, all right? Just the 2 things I always get asked about: HOA and about taxes. All right, the tax rate in this community is going to be 1.85%. All right, so a little bit lower than the 2% average that I'm seeing throughout kind of the whole Inland Empire area. All right, and then the HOA, there is absolutely no HOA in this community. All right, I've been getting a lot of people, throwing hate at the videos that have HOA. All right, there's pros and cons to having an HOA, guys. All right, I know there's people, prices keep going up. Yes, that's probably true. All right, the downside of having no HOA potentially, right, is you have no one to make sure that your yards are kept good. If there's crazy parties and stuff like that. So, I mean, yes, there's pros and cons. All right, a lot of the people that I've talked to that are looking for the no HOA, it's because they want like RVs or boats and stuff like that, and I totally get it. All right, so if you're looking for something no HOA, this might be your spot. So we're gonna tour those 3 plans down there, hop on a map. The last thing I want to do before we hop into those houses is just remind you guys that this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like the sort of stuff where I'm touring these communities, showing you these houses, showing you guys what it's like to actually live in these spots, all right? If you like the stuff, do the stuff. Like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way you stay up to date on every single thing going on in the new housing market in this local area. And there's a lot coming, guys. I've seen so many new things going on in Murrieta, Temecula, Wildomar, like all over. I'm gonna start expanding some of these videos because I've covered a lot of this whole Winchester and Menifee area. So I'm gonna kind of venture out a little bit here, but if you like the stuff, do the stuff. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out this first house. So first up, we're gonna have one of their single-story floor plans. All right. This one right here is gonna be model 1542. It is 1,542 square feet. We got 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and this one starts at $527,000. All right, we'll just kind of immediately look from the front. All right, right now this is the sales office, but this will be the garage. All right, so the driveway coming up here, and then you got this big window in the front. Kind of just give you a feel from the street here. Anyways, let's go on and walk on in. You got a nice little entryway, covered entryway as we go to the door here. Walk on in. Alrighty. So we immediately kind of just see straight down the hallway into the great room, but we'll turn off to the right for now. All right, so you've got a couple things going on over here. We'll start over here. All right over here, we're gonna have bedroom number 1. All right, just kind of your standard size bedroom. All right, maybe has a little more, at the foot of the bed, and then it kind of does make it a little squishy. All right, not as wide, all right, depending how you guys set the room up. But I do kind of love that accent wall in these secondary bedrooms. Got those windows looking out to the front, gives it some natural light in here. Got a closet right there, those sliding doors. Nice little feel to this right at the front of the house. All right, then right off of that, you're gonna have your coat closet / little linen area. And then we're gonna have bathroom number 1. So you got this big mirror, you got your sink, your cabinets down there. Kind of, it's gonna be weird, but it kind of feels like there's like a lot of space on the side of this. Side of the toilet. Anyways, you do have the shower tub combo right here. And then just pay attention to the flooring they put throughout the house. They even got it in the bathroom here. Talk more about the flooring here in a second. Let's go into bedroom number 2. Pretty good sized room. You got Jurassic Park theme here, kind of like like that wallpaper they got. That's pretty cool. All right, the room does feel wide but short compared to the other room. All right, kind of just, maybe they just set it up the other orientation. All right, and then one thing I'm going to point out, these closets don't seem the biggest, to be quite honest with you. All right, I mean, maybe for a kid, I guess it works for a young kid or something, but you got a lot of clothes that might be a little too small. Walk further on here. So this will be our garage access right now. Like I said, that's the sales office. Then over here, before we get to the laundry room, you can have another little coat closet or storage area. Then we've got our laundry room. This is kind of the standard of how it's going to come, guys. So obviously these won't be here unless you put it in the package. All right, but you'll have just the hookups there, and then kind of just that cable rack up top. But, you know, decent sized laundry room, just get the job done. We'll walk further on back through into the great room. Let's see what we got here. That's probably our pantry, premature pantry. All right, we got lots of water there. It's like 103 degrees today, so we're actually in a major heat wave. So if you're coming out this week or this weekend that we're filming this, so this is the first week of September, that's not typical heat you're dealing with. Anywho, all right, so here's our big great room area. So let's do a quick little pan for you guys to see what we got, and then we'll go into the master in a second. All right, but first off, we'll start with the living room. Pretty cozy feel to it. I like the way this is laid out, so making really good use of that 1,500 plus square feet. And we do have the kitchen over here. All right, so you got a pretty good sized island, right? Kind of just the centerpiece of this whole area. And we got our white cabinets, our appliances, everything. And then one thing I always love is just having the sink off to the side over here versus in the middle of the island. At my house, it's in the middle of the island, and you know, we manage, right? But this is much like, I prefer this really, because I like to, you know, have people over and just hang out around the island, watch TV and sports and eat chips and dip and charcuterie boards and that sort of stuff. So anyways, but this is, I just really love the flow of this kitchen. Like this could be like the life of the house, this whole area, because you're close enough to the TV, to the dining table, all that sort of stuff. So I really like how homey this feels. Probably a really good kind of starter level home, or maybe you're winding down, winding down and kind of settling down, kids are out of the house, that sort of thing. All right, this feels like a really nice, comfortable living room area. All right, let's go out and see the backyard. All right, backyard, this does come as a blank canvas, but pretty good sized yard, honestly, right? I feel like you could probably put like a small pool back here. There's enough space to the back wall. Now each lot's gonna be a little bit different, right? All right, remember this does come as a blank canvas. I'm just giving you guys a little bit of inspiration. All right, but one thing that's always gonna be a must, I think, is gonna be adding that covered patio off to the top, all right? Especially on summers out here. You'll notice, just look at the flags, we do have a breeze, right? But it's still like 103 degrees. Let's come back in here. All right, I mentioned the floors a little bit earlier. Let's talk about it now before we get to the master. All right, this looks really nice, right? Just how they got the flooring throughout the whole house. That is obviously an upgrade, right? That's where a lot of people spend majority of their money. Now, if you wanted to, you can get this done after the fact, and it would honestly probably be cheaper, all right? But then you have to go through the hassle of buying the house and then not moving in and getting your floors done. So totally up to you. But, all right, just such a nice touch if you have it in the budget to do. All right, let's go on in and see the master now. All right, this is right off of that great room area. You got our master bedroom. All right. Decent sized room. You kind of, once again, just pay attention to the size of the furniture and how much space there is. You got those two windows looking out to the backyard. Just a really nice setup for this room. And then you've got our master bathroom. You got the his and hers sinks right there. You got a medicine cabinet right here. I'll turn it around for you. All right, so they got this one set up as kind of just that shower. There's probably a way to make this, you know, a shower tub. Maybe there's not. Sometimes you can make it to where there's the walk-in shower and the soaking tub, but oh yeah, you probably can. Okay, I thought it was the bathroom for a second. So yeah, you'd probably get rid of this closet and make it one of those situations where you got the walk-in shower and the tub here, is what I'm guessing. All right, if not, you got that linen closet there. You're gonna have our throne area right here. You're gonna do your business, the water closet. Alrighty, and then we got our walk-in closet right here. All right, you got your cable racks up top there. Pretty good sized walk-in closet. All right, I am gonna attempt to do the spin test in here. Let's see what we got. Boom. Oh, my hand hit it, but there's some space. I do want to point this out to you guys, see what we got. Walk-in closet, linen, what are we trying to see if I can show you something. Anyways, maybe you could freeze it and look at it. I don't want to take the time to break it down for you guys right now. Anyways, all right, so that wraps up our first house of the day. This one right here was planned 1542. It's 1,542 square feet. We had 3 beds, 2 bathrooms, and this one starts at $527,000. So next up, we're gonna have plan 2519. That means this one is 2,519 square feet. This one, we've got 4 to 6 beds, 2.5 to 3 bathrooms. You're gonna have a 2-car garage. You got this loft, and this one's gonna start at $612,000. All right, so just immediately, just kind of from the street, this is the one that kind of caught my eye first time I was here, is just the curb appeal of this. I mean, this is kind of just curb appeal wise, this is the one I would pick. All right, but let's go on and walk on into this thing and kind of see what we got. I do like the stairs leading up. Oh, you like the blue door too, that's pretty sweet. All right, so we'll walk on in. Oh yeah, this feels nice. All right, so right as we walk in, you got really wide entrance, like wide, not even a hallway, but you get what I mean. So over here, you can have a den. All right, this could also be an option to be one of the bedrooms, but right now they got it set up as like an office or a den right at the front of the house. As you walk in, you got those windows looking out to the front yard. Oh yeah, there it is. You see, this would be bedroom number 5, all right? A really cool setup. I really love the way they did this entry. And then we got, the way it's set up right now, you got this little half bathroom at the bottom, kind of like your guest bathroom for downstairs. Just your normal toilet and sink and stuff like that. I love the way they did this entry. All right, we're gonna have a little storage area right here. I'm assuming, yep, we got our movie theater. Kids are gonna love this, there we go. All right, I get to tell them Dad saw a movie theater at the house today. For those of you who are brand new, all right, my kids, my brother-in-law had a house with one of these when my kids were younger, and we used to want to hang out and play games and do game nights and stuff. They used to go in there with their iPads, like under the stairs like that, and we called it a movie theater, so that's why I call it a movie theater. Anyways, so now we're into the great room. All right, you got your living room area right here. I'll just do a little pan for you. Dining area set up, and then you got the kitchen over there. Let's start with the living room though. Got this big window looking out to the backyard. A nice cozy setup right here. And you got your dining area over here. I do like the decorations and stuff they got against the wall over here. Kind of just gives some life to the room instead of just like a bland, empty wall. All right, then you can have kind of a small island here. I'll be honest, not my favorite island. All right, I like to have more, 3 or more seats there, but anyways. All right, get the backsplash going up. I like that. I get the big sink over here. So one thing to point out, the sink is over here. I mean, it'd be take up too much space on this island, right? But I always love when the sink's off to the side over here. That way you can kind of congregate around the island, play games there, put your chips and dip or charcuterie board over there, like during a party or something like that. So you got the sink over here. I really love that backsplash and cabinets and everything. So give you a nice little feel for this whole kitchen area. Sounds like someone's making something. Something's popped in there. You got our fridge. All right, you're gonna have our garage access right here. All right, then this nice little, like, I would say entry. It's kind of part of the kitchen though, so this might be kind of where the Keurig coffee maker goes. Well, they obviously got it set up that way. All right, then you get the cabinets, lots of counter space. All right, my one complaint, I always point this out. I'll put the TV on that wall personally because I don't know, unless you're over here like doing dishes, I don't know. Anyways, you guys let me know. I know I've been out with some of you guys out in the field and you guys are like, oh, I love when you talk about kind of just the setup of the house and kind of how it flows and what you'd be doing because I'm the same way, blah, blah. So I would actually like the TV against that wall. You get some other decorations on this wall or seating on this wall. So that way you can kind of just be chilling right here and then you got the TV up there and where you're sitting, you know, eating dinner and TV, yeah, I don't know. Those are my 2 cents. All right, but here's our pantry. Kind of on the smaller side, to be quite honest. Well, that's where the pantry would be. Let's go on and see upstairs. Oh, let's get back there. All right, we'll come out to the backyard. Again, this comes as a blank canvas. I always just want to show you guys some inspiration here. All right, and what they've done here is probably very cost efficient, right? You're gonna have, when you buy the house, you're just gonna have the little, cement block right there, and the rest is all dirt. But what they've done here is actually they got the, extended the concrete or the cement out here. All right, they put a little bit of turf, all right, instead of turf in the whole thing, and then they got like this type of landscaping around, which is kind of on the cheaper side from what I've experienced. All right, but it still looks like a pretty nice backyard, and then you can always, add a covered patio after the fact. Right, I don't believe KB sells it with the covered patio and just kind of looking down the road here. Right, that house we're about to see. Yeah, so it's not going to come with it, but something you can definitely get after the fact. Anyways, let's go ahead and see upstairs now. All right, as we're walking upstairs, I noticed this on the way in, right? But this would be kind of an upgrade right here, all right? Normally they got like a pony wall type thing. I just think this adds such a nice touch to the house as you walk in, because, I mean, if you think about it, if this was just kind of like, the regular wall, this adds just such a nice touch to it. And even if you did like a pop of color and it wasn't white, maybe you did like a black or something else, depending what your color scheme was. And so let's walk on up. You got a nice little double landing right here to the top of the stairs. All right, then off to the left over here, we're gonna have our loft. Our loft area right here, pretty spacious, very cozy too. And you sit here, you got the back window looking out to the backyard. You can kind of just sit and chill. Football starts this Sunday. This would be like my man cave area. I could just see myself here on a Sunday sitting here watching football, and it's Saturday too for college. Anyways, all right, I believe that's the master. We'll save that. All right, over here, we're gonna have our laundry room. You see they did the flooring up here too. So you got your built-in cabinets up top and your washer dryer hookups. And then depending how early you get it, you could usually put a utility sink in here as well. Off of that, we're gonna have a little storage closet. Then we got bathroom number 1, we'll call it. You got the 2 sinks, you got the shower tub combo. Give you a nice little feel for what it's like in there. All right, then in this back corner, we're gonna have this master. Hold on, I might have mistakenly called something a master earlier. We'll come back. Here, we're gonna, guys, we're doing this live on the fly right now. It's my first time in this house. Okay, I misread. All right, so this will be bedroom number 1. So this was right off of the loft. Sorry if I made you dizzy there. So right off the loft here, we're gonna have bedroom number 1. Really wide room. See, this is why it confused me, because the way it was set up, usually they set these up like looking like kids' rooms, and I just glanced and I was like, okay, this feels like a master because it's pretty big. Anyways, very nice size secondary bedroom here. So bedroom 1 right there. All right, then we already went to the laundry room, showed you that. I'll walk further back here. All right, showed you that bathroom there. All right, we're gonna go bedroom 2 to the right over here. So bedroom 2, this one feels a little bit smaller than that one we were just in. Feels a little bit smaller than that one, but still feels like a normal sized bedroom. They kind of got some bulkier furniture in here, but just pay attention. You got the bed here, you got a nightstand on each side, and there's still some space on the sides of those. And then you still at the foot of the bed have this little dresser thing. Put a TV up there. All right, we're gonna have bedroom 3 right here. All right, this one feels bigger than the one we were just in. So bedroom 3 feels bigger than 2, and almost as big as bedroom 1 that I just showed you. Got a nice little reading nook type window thing right here too. Sit there and look outside. Anywho, all right, so a really good sized room. You got the sliding mirrored closet doors. Pretty good sized room here. And then now we'll go over to, boom, there we go. All right, so we got a nice big master bedroom, very, very wide. Just as I pointed out in the other room, just pay attention to the size of the bed and then the size of the dressers or nightstands on the side of that. And it just shows you how wide this room is. All right, it's not short, but it feels short because of how wide it is. So there's definitely a lot of room in here. I'll get to the closet in a second. All right, but a nice setup right here where you got your TV. We'll go over the closet real quick. So as we roll into the closet here, all right, this is kind of like just your standard closet. This is how it would come with these little racks and rods, I guess. I'm not really a rod, but you can see how you can hang the stuff here. All right, Decent sized closet. I'm gonna stretch my arms out. I'm not gonna be able to do the full spin test because I've bent my arms a little bit. All right, but decent sized closet. Let's go and see the master bathroom now. Walk on into the master bathroom. All right, first off, we're gonna have our little throne area here. And then we've got the rest of our master bathroom. So this does feel a little on the smaller side. You know, there are some master bathrooms out there that are much bigger. All right, usually we got more space, you know, with the his and hers sinks. All right, but I do love the fact that they do have the you know, the walk-in shower and the soak-in tub right there. There are some builders who are kind of just going to straight just the shower. So I love the way that they got this part of it set up. It does feel a little small though, compared to other master bedrooms that I've been around. But if this works for you, hey, it works for you. Anyways, so that wraps up our second house of the day. Let me pull up my pull up my handy dandy notes here. So this right here was plan 2519. We had 2,519 square feet. We had, this model had 4 bedrooms, but you can go up to 6. All right, and this one is gonna start at $612,000. So next up, I'm gonna do what I always do. We're gonna hop on the map and I'm gonna show you guys what it's like to actually live here. We'll go over schools, shopping, medical care, things to do, distance to airports, commute time, all that sort of good stuff. Before I do so, I just want to remind you guys that aside from doing this real estate stuff, I also invest in houses and I'm a listing agent. The reason I tell you this, all right, I invest all over Southern California looking for fixer-uppers and that sort of thing. So I am very in tune to pricing and sales strategies in different markets. So if you're someone who needs to sell a house in order to buy a house, I would be, you know, more than willing to help you. I could even do a little quick video report, go over some trends and comps in your area and show you what I would sell your house for and my suggested pricing strategy, marketing strategies, all that sort of stuff, so I can, you know, maybe help you. So, okay, so where the heck are we? All right, we are this red dot over here in the city of Winchester. All right, you got KB Homes right there. We are kind of just east of Menifee, but kind of right along that border between Menifee and Winchester. All right, I don't know exactly where the city changed, but you see this bend of Dominigoni goes from Newport to Dominigoni. Somewhere around here is where it changes to Winchester. There's a ton of new development in this area as far as lots of new houses and stuff like that. But first things first, I want to go ahead and kind of just show you guys school-wise what it looks like here and kind of the distances to drive. Now, we'll be honest, it is kind of a longer drive than some of the other communities in the area because it's kind of zoned further away. It's part of the Hemet School District. But there are some schools in Menifee. So as more houses are built, I believe, I would guess, they're going to either add schools, new schools, or they're going to rezone some of this stuff. But anyways, we'll talk about what it is for now. So right now, the elementary school is Winchester Elementary. You're looking at about a 6-minute drive. Just go straight up Dominigoni right here, and you turn left on Winchester. Very close drive there. As far as the middle school and the high school, you're getting a much further drive. All right, give me a Rancho Viejo Middle School. All right, the middle school is about a 20-minute drive. This is kind of a long trek, 10 miles away. All right, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of really far. And then you look even further right here. All right, the high school is Taquitos High School, just across the street there. All right, so we're all still looking at about a 20+ minute drive there. All right, so, you know, 21 minutes. So the middle school and high school are very, very close to each other. The elementary school is pretty close to the community. All right, but like I said, you know, thinking down the road, if you have someone who's in elementary school right now, I would not be surprised by the time, you know, your kid gets to middle school or high school, that it kind of gets rezoned or maybe some new schools get added in between there with all the growth and development happening in this area. So I also want to talk a little bit about the shopping. All right, so you'll see we're right here at the KB community, right here on the corner. All right, so if I had to put the map here, it's probably about less than a 5-minute drive. You're just going to go to Dominigoni. Whoops, let me zoom out. You're going to come up to Leon, come down to Dominigoni, turn. All right, so probably about a 5-minute-ish drive, right? Because there's that elementary school that was there that was 6 minutes away. So 4 to 5 minute drive to the shopping center here. They got McDonald's. They're going to put a Stater Brothers. They've got Starbucks and Chipotle already there. So part of it's already getting built out. And I've gone to McDonald's several times because there's lots of new builds in this area. And I stop there for lunch or sit there and fly my drone and stuff like that. So 5 minutes away from shopping right here. I think there's going to be a gas station there as well. All right, but if that wasn't your spot, all right, you also got a gas station right here and a shopping center here. We're a Stater Brothers gas station, some other Starbucks, Del Taco, CVS right here in Menifee. So this is probably also about a 5-minute drive right here. But let's do this and look at the directions to Target in the main shopping center here in Menifee, just to kind of paint that picture for you, because maybe you want to go to a bigger shopping center. All righty, let's do this. Okay, so the shopping center, the main shopping center in Menifee is about it says 16 minutes, about 15-minute drive, we'll call it. All right, from the shopping center here. All right, this is actually going to be less. The map knows that this road is under construction right here. So when this road is done, which, is going to be done when these communities are done, all right, you're looking at a much shorter drive. All right, so this would be, let's call it 15 minutes or less. But so Target is right here, about a 15-minute drive. There's a major shopping center right here. I talk about it in all my videos. It's the main hub of Menifee. So you got Home Depot, or not Home Depot, you got Lowe's, Target, Best Buy, dozens of restaurants. And as you trickle down Newport here, there's even more spots to eat. If we go straight across this over here, you got Chick-fil-A, you've got Texas Roadhouse, stuff like that. If we come over to this top right corner of the quadrant here on the other side of the 215 freeway, all right, there's an all-you-can-eat sushi spot. There's LA Fitness. There's a nail salon, Blaze Pizza, Coffee Bean, all kinds of stuff there. And then on this side over here, they're actually going to build a hotel here. It's supposedly going to be a nice hotel. I don't know. But my favorite thing on this side of it is going to be Savage Chef. All right, it's probably my favorite restaurant in all of Menifee. But there's also like a Subway. There's a Poke place in there. There's Michi's Tacos in there. So some really good spots to eat in there as well. Let me see. Let me show you the distance to the actual freeway. So if you need to commute to the freeway, all right, you're about a 12-minute drive, it says. All right, it's probably going to be a little bit less, honestly, with this here. So 10 to 12 minutes there. And then if you needed to go down to the 15 freeway, all the way down to Lake Elsinore, you're looking at a further drive. Let me get that up for you. Oh my gosh, my computer. All right, so that's going to be basically right here. About a 30-minute drive, guys. So it's kind of a tough drive to that spot on the freeway right there. Anyways, back to the shopping side of things. I want to show you guys where Costco is. That's another thing people ask about is Costco. All right, Costco's going to be down in Murrieta. Just opened up maybe a little bit over a year ago. All right. So that is about a 20-ish minute drive to Costco there. You also got the Promenade Temecula. It's the mall in Temecula. Closest mall, you got Dick's Sporting Goods, movie theater, tons of restaurants, a food court. Kind of just your traditional mall you're thinking of probably in your head right now. That is about a 30-minute drive from where we are here. And then I guess I'll just do a Walmart too. What's the closest Walmart? It's probably going to be the one in Hemet, I'm guessing. All right, so the Walmart in Hemet, if you're someone who prefers Walmart over Target, all right, it's about 15-minute drive. So you're kind of in the middle between Walmart and Target. There's a shopping center up here too. Just the one in Menifee offers a little bit more. As far as things to do, all right, you'll see Diamond Valley Lake right here. All right, so Diamond Valley Lake is a really close drive. You're also going to have Lake Elsinore over here. You got Paris Lake up here. All right, Lake Matthews is over here. I don't think you can really go on Lake Matthews, all right? But you also got Lake Skinner down here. So, things to do out there. There's lots of hiking trails, lots of golf courses, lots of parks, tons of stuff for kids, honestly. That's part of the reason I'm staying out here. We were coming out here for only 2 years, going back to the city, back to LA, South Bay area, Long Beach. And we just fell in love with the area. As our kids got into sports and schools, we loved the schools. We loved the sports and the family feel out here. So that's why we decided to just stay out here. We're eventually plant roots. And, my end game is to buy land and build basically a compound out here. But we love it out here because of all the outdoor activities and kind of like the lifestyle for families and kind of if you're outdoorsy and stuff like that. So that's something that we really enjoy, kind of that slower pace of life. But let me talk about next the medical care. All right, let me talk about medical care real quick. So the closest medical care is going to be probably the Kaiser Permanente facility. All right, there's a Kaiser Permanente here, and then right below that, there's a Loma Linda hospital. So Kaiser is about a 20-minute drive, and then Loma Linda is right down below it, right here. So you see Loma Linda is where my hand is here. So probably 20, 22 minutes to the Loma Linda medical offices there. Now, there is an emergency room in Menifee Valley Medical Emergency Center. So that's probably the closest that, if it's an emergency, you got a 10-minute thing there. If it's super serious, yeah, drive to Loma Linda. So you got medical care within, 10, 20 minutes. So pretty good spot there. And then the last thing I want to cover, because a lot of people like to know, is kind of just the airport. So the closest airport, kind of a diamond in the rough, is going to be Ontario. You're looking at right now an hour and 3 minutes. Looks like there's some construction along the way. Normally it's like a 45-minute to an hour drive. It's really good on security, like very quick in and out, not very long lines there. Let's go to San Diego Airport. And if you're someone who needs to commute down to the military bases down there, you can kind of adjust accordingly. But to the airport in San Diego right now. We're looking at about an hour and 25-minute drive from this community to John Wayne Airport, an hour and 20. So down into Irvine, and then LAX. Right, LAX, we're looking at a 2-hour drive. All right, so that's just kind of food for thought. I want you guys to kind of know distance-wise, kind of where we are, how things are, and that's basically it, guys. So I covered school, shopping, medical, things to do, and airports. All right, if you want more nitty-gritty stuff, go ahead and reach out. All right, anyways, let's get back to these tours. All right, so our final stop of the day is this one right here. It is 2,874 square feet. We're gonna have 4 to 6 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3 baths. You're gonna have a loft, all right, and this one starts at $648,000. All right, so I'm excited to get into this one because of kind of just the size of it. All right, it looks pretty nice from the street. I love that. We're gonna see here in a second. So as we walk on up, got like a nice entry to the house, and then just depending on the elevation you get, right, I do love having a little porch in the front. Right, some people, I don't know, maybe they don't think they do it. I do it because at my house I have a little wooden swing on mine, but sit in the front yard, watch the kids play in the front, or depending where the house is, maybe you're on a cul-de-sac in this neighborhood and you don't have to worry about cars driving through that much. And I mean, anyway, just really nice views and maybe sunset views or sunrise views in the morning. But let's go on and see this baby. All right, so we walk on in. You can kind of see straight back into that great room area, but let's turn. You're gonna have bedroom number 1 right off the front of the house here. This feels really nice. Really good sized room. Nice and long. These windows looking up to the front, kind of at that patio area, that porch. You got your sliding mirrored closet doors there. It's a really nice feel to this. I always call this a guest bedroom because I guess if you need the rooms, you got it, but I personally don't. Although we're gonna make some changes and make that a kid room in my house probably. Anyways, all right, so we got bathroom number 1 right here, kind of in a way your guest bathroom for your guests downstairs, kind of off the living room and stuff. I love that black trim, right, and the black finishes. I talk about that whenever I see them. I think it just makes bathrooms so nice. You can see on like the door handles, right? Door handles there. Got a nice, really nice feel here. You got like a little backsplash thing in this bathroom. Stepping it up. All right, you got this little entryway cabinet right here instead of one of those like coat closets that maybe you use or don't use. I think this is really nice. Nice touch. I'll show you guys the artwork as we walked in there. I like this. All right, we'll go upstairs in a minute, but I think we're gonna have another movie theater. Nice. So we got our movie theater here. Lots of storage space kind of under the stairs here. We'll go on in and see the great room now. I'll give you a nice little pan of it. We got our living room. Windows, you got our dining area. And then we've got our kitchen. All right, so we just frame, oh, that's a cool little setup there. All right, so I actually kind of like the way this feels. All right, other than maybe the TV being over there, which I complained about earlier, right? Like you can do whatever you want, but this kind of feels pretty nice. So you walk in here, you're gonna have your garage access right here. We're gonna have a pantry right there. All right, my biggest complaint with this community is for my family, the pantry size wouldn't work. Maybe it will for yours, but I always like to think of myself, selfishly think of myself as I go through these things, like could my family live here or not? I think that pantry wouldn't work for me, but hey, maybe it works for you. All right, but I love that backsplash. That's unique. All right, kind of just a combo of this and this. I'm really digging this kitchen. Those cabinets up top. Lots of cabinets, lots of counter space, and a really good sized island right there. With lots of storage underneath there. And then once again, they did it right in this community. None of these houses had the sink in the middle of the island. All right, they're all over here, off to the side. I like those lights up top too. They did a really good job in this house. And then you see kind of just the island there. Real nice feel here. They got like a little wine setup back there. I really like the way they decorated this. You got your dining table right here. Really nice flow to this nice downstairs great room area. All right, I guess it makes the most sense with the TV there, just the way that cut out on that wall. I get it, but I'm picky. Anyways, let's go to the backyard. All right, so we got nice shade. I guess pay attention to this too, right? Just time of day, the shade. My mother-in-law just bought a house in Menifee, one of the new builds. Didn't come with a back patio, but like when you're gonna spend most of the time in your backyard, like for instance, this is kind of earlier in the day, so the sun's gonna set over there. So later in the day, this is gonna be all bright out here. So if you have like a nighttime get together, like you're gonna be baking, right? So it's the orientation of the house and where the sun is and everything plays into it too. But just want to give you guys that inspiration for the backyard here. Let's come as a blank canvas, as I've stated 100,000 times. All right, one and see upstairs now. I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you guys, if you like anything you see today, make sure you go ahead and reach out. My phone number is going to be on the screen right now, whether you're coming out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, in a couple months. All right, I would love to get to know you guys and kind of be your local guide to the area. Anyways, so we'll walk on up the stairs. All right, once again, these are upgrades. I love it. I think it just adds such a nice touch to the house versus that being just like a, you know, it could be a solid wall. And this loft is amazing. Really good sized loft. Man, this is gonna be the happening spot of this house, whoever gets this house. All right, I love the way this loft is set up. I'll go down the hall this way. All right, so to the right, we're gonna have our laundry room. So you got your little cable rack up top, your washer dryer hookups. Really good sized laundry room. You got the utility sink, little counter for folding or whatever, or putting stacks of folded clothes like it is in my house. Across the hall here, got a little linen closet. Let's spin to the right a little bit. So we're gonna have our next bedroom here. I believe this is bedroom 2, set up as a nursery. Guys, this feels really big. Right? Could be because of the smaller furniture, because it's like designed for a baby or whatever. But it feels like a really good sized room. And it's even got like a little more than your typical pop-in closet. You can kind of actually take like a step or two in this closet. So you see that there, I got the window going up the side. And come this way, we're gonna have bathroom 2, I think. I forget the downstairs one. I think the downstairs one had a shower. It did, they pointed out the black trim. All right, so this is bathroom 2. All right, you got the 2 sinks, the big old mirror, you got the shower tub combo, you got your toilet, just kind of your standard bathroom. All right, we'll go over here. We'll call this bedroom number 3. All right, bedroom number 3 over here. I kind of like the way they got this set up, right? Kind of pushed up in the corner with this bed. You got your space within the drawers there, but little cutout there for a desk. You do homework or something. Big window looking out to the front. And then we're gonna have another kind of walk-in-ish closet. All right. All right, and then you see here, I mentioned this in other videos, this may or may not have a window in this closet, kind of just depends on which elevation you get. I try and make it symmetrical, the windows and stuff, so. All right, let's go on over here now to our next bedroom. It's kind of trippy on the eyes. All right, so next bedroom, really wide. You see kind of just the space on the side of the beds. Really wide. A little setup there at the front. It gets the job done. Walk over here at the window, and then we got another pretty good sized closet. All those sliding doors, they kind of got like a little walk-in closet type thing. Walk-in, pop-in, a little more than I'm used to. I normally say, oh, this is a pop-in closet. That feels like an extra step going into it. Alrighty, so let's go back over here. All right, so the top of the stairs, we had the loft area over here, but if you turn this way, you can have the master, which is kind of nice because it's kind of separate from like the other rooms where the kids might be. So we'll walk on into the master. And this thing's pretty massive. All right, super wide. All right, this nice. And you got the windows letting that natural light in all the way over here. You guys a nice little taste of the room right here. Kind of from the corner what it feels like. Walk on over in the master bath. Oh, that's a long ways away. I guess we'll start with the closet. All right, so we got our walk-in closet right here. Pretty decent sized closet. I'll give you guys the good old spin test right here. All right, I am able to spin in here pretty good. Yeah, I think it passes the test. We'll walk on back to the master bathroom though. All right, so you got our throne area right here. Come on over here and we're gonna have our his and her sinks. Then you've got the soaking tub, that walk-in shower. Once again with the black trim and finishes. I love it. It's just such a nice touch in the budget, and you like that style, go for it. I really like the way it kind of just makes things feel a little more elegant and modern and stuff like that. So anyways, this was our final stop of the day. This one right here was model 2874, 2,874 square feet, 4 to 6 bedrooms. You got this super sweet loft right there. All right, and this one starts at $648,000. All right, guys, so that was Cheyenne at Olive Brook in the city of Winchester, one of KB Homes' many communities they're building right around this area. They're really investing a lot into this Winchester area and planning on seeing a lot of growth, which I've personally seen myself. So we toured 3 really cool floor plans. They actually have 6 floor plans available, as I mentioned earlier. All right, we toured 3 of them. All right, they got 4 single stories. They got the two stories that we actually walked through. Hopped on a map, showed you guys what it was actually like to live here: school, shopping, medical care, commute times, distance to airports, things to do, all that sort of really cool stuff that makes life worth living, right? So yeah, so if this was your spot, you're somewhere in SoCal, all right, make sure you go ahead and reach out. My phone number is gonna be on the screen right now, whether you want to come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, in a couple months. You kind of just want to kick the tires and see what it's like, have a conversation or a Zoom with me. All right, my phone number is on the screen. Go ahead and reach out. I would love to talk with you guys. I made this whole channel just to help people like you. All right, I moved here a little bit over 3 years ago with my wife and kids. We knew absolutely nobody at the time, no family, no friends. We built a really cool life over the past 3 years. So I would like to kind of help you, shorten that gap, to making, somewhere else home. So whether it's here or someone else, go ahead and reach out. I would love to be your local guide to the area here. Also, remember, this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like this sort of stuff where I tour really cool homes, cool communities, show you guys what it's like to actually live somewhere. If you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way you stay up to date on everything going on in this local area, and I can show you more homes. And I'll see you guys every Saturday at 8 a.m. or whenever you watch this. So anyways, it's 1,000,000 degrees today. I'm gonna get out of here, all right? If you liked this video, YouTube's gonna put a video over this shoulder that they think you're gonna like. So if you like this one, you're gonna like that one, and I'll see you in there.